What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it, right? It is the second day of July, and here we are at about 1.45 cents. 4 days, 10 hours left in the week. About probably like 9.5 hours left in the day. Yeah, 9 hours, 24 minutes left in the day. 1.45 cents is the price. Looking frisky, man. This really weird inverse head and shoulders pattern seems to be playing out, you guys. It's weird. It's definitely weird, but it's almost perfect. It's quite literally like almost perfect. If you think about it like a slanted head and shoulders pattern, maybe even just like a straight up inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? You've got your resistance here. You found resistance right there, basically like right there, literally. You got your support here. You found support right there. Like it's, do you see it? Am I crazy? The volume profile isn't there, but man, if it doesn't look exactly like an inverse head and shoulder, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's not pretty. And typically, I don't really give it to non-pretty inverse head and shoulders patterns, but man, it works. It fits the parameters, I would say. I mean, it looks like one to me. Low to high here. If we take the low to high, we did skim the golden ratio. We looked to find support there, but we just couldn't get there. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing, my friends. That's a very beautiful thing. By the way, it's still completely possible that from here we do go down. And if that's not the low, if I'm wrong and it's not the low, first off, what else is new? Second off, like that's not a big deal. We can find support down there. It's okay. I wouldn't think that we go too much below that low, though, right? Like I'd be surprised. We'd be hard-pressed to get too much below that low there on the left side of this alleged head and shoulders pattern, right? Inverse head and shoulders pattern. If you're looking at this from a 4-hour perspective, that's a nice bounce off the 4-hour RSI. We love this, man. Getting, you know, a higher high, higher low trend, overbought. I was like, it's like Elvis on the charts there. Getting a higher, I don't even know, man. A hunk of love. Anyways, I'm in some kind of mood today. Bouncing off the oversold zone, finding support there, moving up. It's nice to see. It's definitely nice to see, and I think that we will probably continue to run. We'll probably continue to rally until we get into the oversold zone here, but that doesn't mean that we have to do it nonstop. We absolutely can, you know, revert back, continue, revert back, continue. We don't have to do it in a straight line. We're probably going to stair step along the way, and if we were to go lower, again, it's really not that big of a deal, so don't worry about that. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, looking at the short-term stuff, we're getting frisky, y'all. 22 minutes left in this 1-hour time frame, and we're almost there in the overbought zone. Typically, you don't look like you like to find resistance right at the overbought zone. You like to find resistance in it. You like to get in it before you reject, but sometimes you reject the overbought zone, right? But typically, it seems like you like to get drives, so I would think we drive a little higher. What's this relative high to low look like here if we're taking this from the Fibs? High to low. Okay, high to low there. And for anybody wondering, because I get this, OnyxCoin, I know the XCN videos I make, I know are more of the, what's the word I want to look for? They're more viewed, so I feel like this message might be better received toward you guys because I know there's a lot of you out there who are curious about trading, curious about technical analysis, right? If you click on your fib retracement, okay, you do that, you draw it up here. If you double click on it, you can access all these different fibs, and I input a lot of these different fibs for you. Whenever you start out, it might look different than this, right? You're gonna have the background in there. You're gonna have all these other colors. I kind of customize the colors because I just made it make sense for me. It doesn't have to look the exact same as me, right? Like the 618's not white. I just put it white because that's a significant level, and I like to have my significant levels for colors that pop. Golden ratio, right? The 2618, I make them different. That way they don't all blend together, right? Like if every golden ratio was orange or white, I don't know. That might be good. It might be practical, but I don't know, man. You can tell that there's no really rhyme or reason to these colors other than maybe I'll do 2 colors together if it's like a zone. Other than that, there's really no rhyme or reason. But anyways, you double click this. You scroll down, you want to make sure your fibs are based on log scale. You're going to have your chart in log. If you don't have it in log, that's okay. But you won't be able to click on this if it's not in log. So, I mean, if you don't have your chart in log, there's no right or wrong way to chart, right? You can definitely do it out of log. I like logarithmic. You can do linear. It doesn't matter, right? We can still be friends. Some people, you will forever, whichever one you choose, just understand, if you do log or linear, forever you will have people telling you that you're choosing the wrong chart, okay? And those people probably don't know what they're talking about, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't, as long as you're making money, that's all that matters. And if you're making money, then it's the right chart for you. Just because I use log doesn't mean you have to use log. Some of the people I learned from, they use linear charts. I use a log chart. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Just whatever works for you, whatever makes the most sense to you. To me, a log chart makes the most sense, but tomato, whatever. Looking at this. And then again, you know, you can put in all your own custom areas there, fill them out. You know, a lot of these probably won't be filled out or anything like that, so you'll just have to go through and input them yourself. I like to take the background away because it's not annoying, right? And then also I like to extend the lines to the right. Extend the lines to the right. Not to the left, because we're not looking back, we're looking forward, right? So some people might want to look back, I guess. If we're looking at this from a high to a low, I would assume that we do continue to run, right? Looking at the RSI and everything, I would think that we do continue to run. We might find resistance right here at the 236, and that's okay. Find resistance there, right at these prior areas of support, right at the 236, come down, maybe find support at the 069 and continue to move up. The 069 and the 69 are not fibs. Technically, the 0.5 is not a fib either, but these are all just areas that I find significance in. They help me sometimes. You know, sometimes they're helpful, sometimes they're not. Let's just see if we have an example of that here. You know, if we take a high to a low right here. I mean, look, right, you came up, you found support at your 069, told me that we were going up higher. Rejected this 382, went back below the 069, lower you go. You know, it's not that cut and dry, but for all intents and purposes, kind of. High to low here, I would expect that we continue to move up. We probably see prices either around 1.46 cents to 1.5 cents, something in that area. I really wouldn't be surprised if we found resistance to the 236. Then we came down, found support either at 1.42 cents or higher. We'll probably consolidate a little bit and then continue to rip. I don't think this move is going to persist to lows that are lower than this. Even if it does, it's really not that big of a deal. It'd be like insignificant, but we're shortly thereafter, whatever we do over the coming hours, over the coming days, we'll be moving up, and we should be seeing some magnificent resolution to the upside, my friends. We really should be seeing some magnificent resolution to the upside. I think that we will see prices that are above this range, right? We've got this inverse head and shoulders pattern, okay? Got the neckline plotted out from a low of the pattern to the high. That's how you do the measure move. You take your measure move, and then you put it at the top. You put it right at the breakout point, the neckline, as they call it. That measure move takes us all the way up to 2.3 cents. Now, not a financial advisor. This is not a guarantee of how things have to transpire, but typically, with a measure move and a breakout point, when you break out, you know, like imagine this is your move up, right? You're moving up, doing your thing, moving up. When you break out, is your move more lackluster? Is it the same, or is it more robust? Right? Typically, a breakout is more robust. That's pretty obvious, I think, but just so we understand, we're all on the same page here. The reason why 1.7 cents is such a key area, even if this wasn't an inverse head and shoulders pattern, clearly, if we're looking at this from an overall perspective of this consolidation range, clearly you're in the lower. Oh, okay, I didn't know I had that. I suppose I could have highlighted it with that, but we're in this lower end of an overall predominant phase, right? We're in the lower end now. Clearly, when you get above here, you're going to be breaking out. And then typically when that happens, you return to the top side of the range. So we don't even need the inverse head and shoulders measurement to tell us that we're going to go above 2 cents. But just so you understand, 1.7 cents is a big deal, because when we break that, not only do we validate this as a low, which I think we already know it's a low, but we validate that as a low. Not only that, but we're going to rip really freaking hard, you guys. 1.46 cents right now, 1 hour, 16 minutes left in the day. Sorry, in the 4-hour candle, damn. We've got some higher prospects to go. Very curious to see what happens. I'm excited to see what happens over the coming days, right? 4-hour RSI, bouncing off the oversold zone. I mean, we didn't even get into it, right? Like the 4-hour, don't think of it as like something that has to happen a day, right? 6 candles is 1 day, so throw out like 30 candles. 30 candles from now, it's like over here. What are we going to do in this time frame? We're probably going to be working up to our overbought zone by the weekend. If not sometime next week, we should be overbought. And when we're overbought, guys, that's when the good stuff happens. So however long it takes, whenever we get there, it's soon enough, sooner than later. Absolutely it is. And I got nothing else for you guys. If you want me to tell you where I think that the price is going to go by the end of August or the end of July, wherever this next move tops off, right? The date keeps changing, but the target stays the same. 26 to 32 cents. I think we're inevitably going to go there. So if you're looking to buy, not a financial advisor, but if you want to buy here, 17x to a 20-something x could be on your way. And this is why it's my largest holding personally. I've got a lot of cash in this thing, man, and I think that I don't think it's unwise for anybody to have a lot of cash in this thing, especially for the staking and everything, man. It's an interesting project, shrouded in mystery, shrouded in a little bit. Some people think that might be a scam, but I don't know, man. We don't know who created Bitcoin, and that's the one thing that OnyxCoin has in common. No, but we know actually who created OnyxCoin. What's the name? Something Labs. I forget, man. By the way, guys, follow MetaSignals. I made a video on Bitcoin talking about that. But MetaSignal, those, man, they are freaking good. Shout out to Eric Crown, one of the greatest in the space. I know you guys. I know I have haters. I know I have lovers, and I appreciate it. And I feel like most people don't try to throw their viewers to other YouTube channels, right? Because they're like, no, come to me. I'm the arbiter of truth. I'm the one that knows all this stuff. Give me the views. Give me the clicks. But genuinely, Eric Crown's Crypto Cave. Well, it used to be Crown's Crypto Cave, but then whenever he got bigger, he got a little bit more serious. Crown's Crypto Cave might not have been so like people are like, what the hell? But dude, he's just funny. He's just a funny guy. Crown's Crypto Cave. That's what I type in. But it's Eric Crown. Crown. This guy. Funny. Uses a lot of profanity, which I like, vulgarities and stuff like that. He's a really funny guy, but very direct, straight to the point, and he's got traditional finance experience. Like he actually used to work for, was it ARCA or CBOE or maybe both. He was a market maker amidst other things, and yeah, he's a wealth of knowledge. He does not do technical analysis the same way that I do technical analysis, right? But I've learned a lot from him still. And actually, while we're on this note, I'm only talking about this again because this is one of the videos that gets more views. So I'm trying to throw away all my views. No, I'm trying to give you guys, the good. If you're not aware, you go to his playlist, you click on the channel, you go to playlists. I think if anybody's looking to trade, if you're looking to invest, it doesn't matter, right? Anytime he talks about trading in this, just you swap it for the word invest most of the time. So some stuff might be a little bit more trading, but let me see here. Where are we here? Did you delete it? Crown. No way. Okay, no, he didn't. I just missed it. Okay, the Trading Psychology series, 53 videos. He's a little bit different in these videos. He's a little bit more calm and relaxed. Not so cracked out like he normally is, but still himself, man. 53 videos. You could binge that in a day or two. You will gain a lot of knowledge from it, okay? You will genuinely, I don't care if you're an investor or a trader, a speculator, or whatever, man. This is a very, it's free. And he made 53 videos on it. Like it is a wealth of knowledge. It really is. Amidst all these other things, right? There's some fun stuff in here and just interesting stuff. But yeah, I got nothing else, man. I got nothing else. OnyxCoin is gonna rip through the roof. We just, it's the only obstacle on our way at this point is like 1.7 cents and time. I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Take care. Bye bye.